Okay. Good evening, everybody. We are live on Facebook. Eh, kuthiwani kanti sinantoni ephondweni Facebook wethu page yethu ephondweni. Then we also got u-YouTube channel yethu engwezidlubu zephondweni. Elami igama ndinguKuyitumelo Tumisuping. Ndisuka kweli ziko ke lezidlubu zephondweni. Apha ke ndihleli ne-youngster kodwa ke seyiphumile kubuthineyija, yaphuma kubuthineyija, yi-youth ngoku, yaba yi-youth ngoku le. Abantu ke abatsha ke ba-curious, they always want to know what is happening. Banomdla wokwazi ukuthi izinto ziqhuba njani. So kukho lo mbuzo ke ngoku ovelileyo oveske wandenza into yobana ngosuku lwanamhlanje let me try ndikwazi uphendula, but ndifuna usuke kwisosi, usuke kumnikazi wawo, ukuze ndizothetha nento umnikazi wayo ayibuzayo. Mhlawumbi uzawuba nazo nezinye ii-follow up questions leading to that. Over to you. Oyigama ke uzawuzintrodyusa umhlekazi, asezichaze igama lakhe, abuye ke abuze umbuzo wakhe. Enkosi bhuti.
Thank you, Mr. Tumi. Otherwise, guys, thank you. Lona uthetha apha nguNdalo Popo. I'm very curious ngalo mbuzo ndizombuza wona. So, Mr. Tumi, I wanted to ask how has the man-made system become toxic towards women?
Enkosi bhuti, enkosi bhuti. Ngumbuzo ke ozinkalo zinintsi lona. Why a man-made system is toxic towards women. Man-made system, omnye umntu uzawufuna ukwazi uba why usithi man-made system le. So zi-three categories ze-system eopareyitha ngazo. The first system being the one of family. For the society or the nation to exist, there should be a family. System yasetwa ngumntu ongutata leya, ubana makubekho utata uyintloko, kubekho umama usezantsi, kubekho abantwana. So a man made that system. Secondly, categories system zijeba zintathu. There's a religious system, that is a spiritual system ke ngoku, connection ukuthi as the family how do you connect kule system, how do you grow abantwana baconnecte spiritually. Zintoni into enizisebenzisayo for the families to connect. So that is the second category, the one that is religious. Also it is also man-made nayo, by the way, because a man decided ukuthi how to make this spiritual working setting yakhona izokwazi usebenza for abantu. Then the other people ke will go as far as saying this spiritual goes as far as traditional as well. Not traditional actually. Ubugqirha sawuthi yintoni, culturally amagqirha is part of that spirituality that exists. Man-made nayo. Number three on these categories, governance. Government ke ngoku meaning indlela esiphathwa ngayo ngabantu, urhulumente. Urhulumente ke meaning that you must have a president, you must have the cabinet, you must have the parliament, you must have the judiciary, it goes on and on and on, legislature, on and on, municipality. So government law. Yeah, so these are three categories that we have. Now, when you say this system is toxic towards women, obviously this system yenziwe ngamadoda. So the men on themselves bahlala phantsi bathi no, sawuba nefemeli ezoba luhlobo. There was never a woman that was invited in that setting up yalaa system of a family. Amadoda ahlala phantsi athi adibane ebuhlanti kuloo ndawo adibana kuyo, athi ngoku kuzawubakho utata nomama, uhlobo ozakwenza abantwana ngalo. Umama uzawuzalela utata, aba bantwana ayingobakamama, yena umsebenzi wakho kuzalela utata. Abantwana actually ngabakatata because le system siyisete into yobana lo mama makabe ngowalapha kulo mzi wakulotata. Uyabona, like siyamkhaptcharisha umntu ongumama ngoku, simbeka abe lapha. So from the onset ke ngoku, when the men decided on this, it was like the woman, i-brain yakhe does not function enough into yoba yena ngaba nebango kule nto siyidisayidayo. That was the first thing. The second thing was that sidicayida le nto without a woman's presence. Sakuyenza ngokwethu without the woman's presence. Uza kuva kude nalo mntu ungumama. Uyayiva ke ngoku? So when the setting up of the family happened, siye safumana into efana naleyo yokuthi now this thing seyidicayidwa for a woman, and now it just becomes something that asiyirizonishanga ubana umntu ongumama yena bengamelanga unayo i-input xa kudisayidwa le nto efemeli. Uyayiva ke ngoku? So that's why ke ngoku I felt ukuthi this thing has become toxic towards women because awumama nabo xa sithi banengqondo, why bangakhange banikezwe i-opportunity yobana nababe nee-inputs kule nto kusethwa kwefemeli? Are you having a question over that?
Have a few that have been lingering in my mind for the past minute. So, based on the new day and age, ixesha langoku, I feel like xa usithi the man-made system is toxic in terms of women. There are certain things I think are unnecessarily toxic, but because of ihlobo okanye kwenziwe ngalo sithi as men wired the system, so it also plays a role into how men think. In other words, ndizama ukuthi uba as of like government, for certain positions or certain businesses, government will have a higher or more or higher institution level. They need black women to be in a position, for example, tenders and some other various jobs in government, parliament, politics, based on today's day and age. But there are some ndingatsho ezilidelayo in terms of family and religious. Some ndingathi zi-neutral, but based on how man-made system has wired everything, it's become a challenge or the new, I wouldn't say the new normal, but it has become more normal kanye iba ngathi uba it's okay, ngathi right.
Ndifuna ukuya kule point yakho ne. Where I wanting to go kule point yakho, are you disputing ukubana le system yamadoda ayenzileyo i-toxic koomama okanye uyibona isebenza na-for oomama le system isethwe ngamadoda? That's just what I want to know from your point ukuthi wena are you seeing it the way ndiyichaza ngayo ubana it's really toxic if ever take into consideration uba umntu ongumama unengqondo naye but akabizwanga ukuba azoba yi-decision maker kule nto. Baveske badisayide uba nasi akuyenza ngolu hlobo le nto, whether you like it or not sidisayidile thina. So I want to know from your point of view ukuba ke ngoku wena, do you see ukuthi is it really toxic nyhani ohlobo ndibeka ngalo okanye wona unenye i-different viewpoint yobutoxicity obusithetha ngabo wena?
I wouldn't use toxic as a way of putting it. I would say it's more of there's no right or wrong answer, but I would say it's more of a sort of unfair bit, like unequal a bit, like the equi God, English, but I would say by the by equal. What do I mean by that? I mean when xa ndiyanzulu kule nto ndizama uyicikoza, ndingathi uba ihlobo ndibona ngalo ndingalibeka kuhlobo oluthi uba i-system ayikho toxic towards bona per se, isinika more power in a sort of way because let's talk about the government. If government can put black women on top and making law, business or whoever more in a certain higher level, it londo men who made the system have power sort of they can use or take advantage of women in a way to benefit themselves in the man-made system that has been created by men themselves. Because if you think about it, we women on the other side have brains. So by putting them in the package, we also equipping ourselves, the men who created the system.
Okay. I think I'm glad you've been open to say it is unfair. And the reason it is unfair is because if these two people they both got brains, then the other one go on and decide on behalf of the other. And we can set as many examples as well. In the school ofunde kuso ubuyi-classmate nabantwana abangamantombazana, and I can give you my last bet, they were beating males hands down abantwana abangamantombazana just on the academic. So we've got many examples where women have shown the potential and capabilities way beyond how the men can achieve. On top of that, you must never take away into yobana through that setting up intombazana ikodlula eklasini. Le ntombazana inechoice ukodlula wena kwalapha endlini. Wena while urelaxile ulele erumini, intombazana yona ibhizi funeka iklinile, intombazana funeka ihlambe izinto, intombazana there is so many responsibilities intombazana enikezwa zona over you wena while une-leisure time, but the woman uyasuswa distract kwi-core activities zakhe ze-academic, akayojongana nezinto zefemeli, akayojonga uba utyile na wena kuqala, wena uhleli apha endlini, akayojonga nezinye izinto for a man. Now you wanna tell me ukuthi laa ngqondo of that woman, the brain of that woman, was it not supposed at least to be given a chance ubana nayo izohlala etafileni ithi njengoba kuthi sidicayida singamadoda ubana how do we want to drive into ifemeli, how do we want to drive into ka-government, how do we want to drive into ka-religion? Don't you think that badeserva into yobana nabo babe equal esitulweni? Because kwii-examples zonke ezindinikeza zona I have shown you ukuthi women have always shown capabilities beyond measure ukuthi nabo badeserva ukuba bahlale kwitafile elingana nendoda if they've got to make decisions.
Okay. Yes, towards a woman, they have shown that they can multitask way better than us men because they juggle a lot. It's not even about juggling because I feel like anyone can multitask, but the difference is how you juggle and still maintain to keep it under the radar? Like you can juggle multitask a lot, but still figure out everything, and yonke into ikwazi usebenza ngehlobo ubucinga ngalo. Because xa umultitasker yakwazi ukwenzeka uba loo nto ubuyenza ecaleni, there's one that's gonna fail. You can't do both things at the same time. But as for women, they can multitask, yet still it might feel like they are doing one thing, of which is they're doing more than we actually could, and still maintain and still be able to do and carry on with their day and everything they were thinking of doing, and not fall back on whatever they were doing, unlike us. So, to make a decision and sit down with with them like that on the table, I feel like it would be very, very, very convenient. How so? Convenient in a way as by them putting any output to the system, because we are two different species created in a different way. So using by them using their gift, which is being able to multitask, and being able to um being able to make decisions, because I feel like men are good with making decisions, but it's women who guide and make those decisions into better ones, or into more, let's say, into making decisions, giving it's like giving us direction, a proper direction. We made a decision, this is where we're heading, but they show us what steps or what road to take to get to that final destination. So sitting down with them and making a decision isn't just about um having a point of view, but it's also building uh ndiyakubona uba there is something you're planning on asking, or something lingering in your mind. Because I'm running out of things to give this topic more meaningful conversation. So I am eager or curious of what you want to say.
Good. Yeah, no, 'cause remember, this is the start. The conversations have got to we've got to build through these conversations. What matters here is that you have managed to put your point across, no matter how you think is not valid. You have broken the ice, and there's somebody who's listening and say, I always wanted to say something like this. Now ndifumana unikeza somebody some motivation to like, hey, I can also go out and be able to express myself. Yeah, so the beauty is that we listen to each other, we do cross communication. I give you time to put your point, I get my time to get my point. But where I'm going with this thing is that from the family point of view, if without a shadow of a doubt that a woman, the way they have shown their capabilities in society, in every place, is it fair for us to just determine and decide on their behalf, or we just need to have another conversation where we say, how do we determine families going forward from now? Do we still want to see families the way that a man supposedly have to be a head because by the virtue of being a man, or you must earn your position in society for you, in order for you to say, I know we can surely say that this person has got the powers, the one who has earned their position to be a man by certain examples that even women they could feel one, wow, we are satisfied that these people are men. I would understand in the past mhlambi what would have made omama babe nayo into ethi we are accepting that men gonna take this rightful position to be the leaders of the households because number one, man is a protector. So if there's anything is a danger, a man supposed to stand on the front. So they must put their bodies on the line. So now women, from that perspective, I'm sure they said, okay, that box is being ticked. I cannot be the person who's gonna go out and protect my family when there's a man who's in the household to provide that protection. So at least the man can take that position. Then the second thing, the man supposed to be a provider. Okay, if the man is raising up their hand to say, no, I'm going to provide as well, then the woman says, okay, the other box ticks it as well. So that means, Giovanna, the man is going to form part of the provide. So all these boxes have maybe been the things that have ticked to ensure that we can see that in that particular moment in time, men were given that position to make these decisions because they raised their hand and said, I'm going to protect, I'm going to provide. Okay, let's talk about now. Are men having that role to still become providers or still become protectors? Or the tables have changed now because it's now 50-50. Is it not the right time that we can put women across and say, women, things have changed now. We can see that your brains are also working with commercial uh, space, are also working with government space, are also working with social space. Your brains are all over and you are occupying the senior positions as women. So, is it not the right time now that we can have a conversation with the women and say, how do we look and redefine the future? Now that we see that as position is Tatayo, they surely give a sense of comfort. They surely give the sense of provision. Because as women now, they provide in their households.
Yes.
As women now, they protect in their households. So I want to pose that question to you now to say, is it not the right time now that we can start to take this conversation to the society and say, society is not about time that what we ought to think it was right that a man provides, a man protect. But now we see that is no longer the case generally because women are in the forefront. Women are police now. Women are soldiers now. Women are doing izinto physical now. Women are in construction now. Women are doing izinto physical that are showing that no man, we've been wrong about these people. Actually, these people they can determine the future now as much as we can determine the future. So I'm posing that question on you now. Don't you see with the capability that women have provided and proven to date that can the woman not become part of the people that says, if we want to build a family, can we not invite women to be part of that, not only be men who decide on behalf of women? I'm giving that question to you right now.
Um, Times are changing. Times did change. I think there are several ideas or things that have been happening to prove that a woman can take charge. Women have been taking charge, in fact, because there are many single mothers out there. In fact, there's no and they protect, they provide, they stand firm, they play they play mother and father role at the same time. There are women out there who are independent who can start a business without needing any protection or male around. But there's a but. Male males have that in them. They are born like that. I feel like they're eager to protect, to provide, Because if a man doesn't provide or protect, it feels as if there's something is doing wrong. We are created in a different way. Females might be able to protect and provide, but at the end of the day, along the line, they're gonna want to feel protected as well. They might not need it at first, but eventually they will need a sense of comfort as well, sense of protection, a sense of being provided for, taken care of, or whatever the case may be. And a man to feel valued, a man has to have a sense of he is still in charge, even if he doesn't have to do everything. A man has to feel like he is in control, like he can provide. But I mean by control, he can provide, he can protect, even if he does the bare minimum. But the feeling or sensation and also the results he is also providing show that at least that's how men are wired. But like you said, times are changing. Times have changed indeed. So in this day and age that we're living in, ndingathi uba it has been that women and men have have a way of working together, even better when they are together. In fact, because it has clearly shown that women can do what men can, and also men can also do well. Men cannot do everything that women can. That's the thing. The thing is, as men, we cannot do everything that women can. So, which makes women more stronger, more less, more superior. Um, it's it's just the fact and the reality that we're living in. That
I think you've raised a very valid point, which is women they can do more than men. So I want to know, e.g., i.e., which example can you set that women can do more than men? What example can you give?
um, for example, there are many, though there are less single parents who are male, who are men, that have a successful family wise. Most of the children who have a single household family are raised by women, some by men, but there are few who actually um have a stable household or a warmth in that home, because men don't have that warmth that mothers bring to the family, even if there is no father. But there is a sense of warmth and strength that women provide for a family.
Wow, you came up with a very valid point. I never thought of it that way. Was because it is a very it, it's a beautiful example that you have said. Ukuthi, in actual sense, there is something, a track record esinoyireferish as our reference to say, okay, men, if you say you have done more than women, let's see the examples. Women, if you say you have done more than men, let's see the example. Now you are bringing the example and say, from a certain period in time, we can clearly see that women, by having abantwana,
Mm.
bakwazile ukubagcina abantwana, babakhulisa, baba normal kwisociety abantwana as well. Ababa namohluko kubantwana abakhuliswa ngootata noomama in one household. So it's an attribution that sonke yi-evidence yomntu wonke uba you go the countless number of examples ezibonisa uba the capabilities of women. But if you go to men, it could be a very different story.
Yeah.
It could be a huge story because men, when unkosikazi mhlawumbi emshiya, amadoda ayaqala athatha abantwana abasa to their own families, umsa kumamakhe, umsa kusister wakhe, umsa to any other female. So that means that in terms of capabilities of growing and young one, women without a doubt, they have led the pack. It takes me to the next point to say, could it not be then that we need a conference or a conversation where we'll have women in one room and men in one room to decide the future we want to see going forward? Because by the look of things, ingathi sihleli kwi-shoulders zoomama, ingathi we are here to, ingathi we have become second children in the household by the virtue of being a man, by the virtue of being a husband to that woman. Because now it means if the woman can depart this world before you, when now women are responsible to look after women, that leaves a very bitter taste to think around. If you are a woman now, you like to say, is this the kind of a man that I can live with my children if I depart first than him? So it resembles something that we should start to have such conversations, that from the perspective of female. Let's go ke ngoku siye kwi-perspective of religion. Remember ukuthi the men themselves, they said we're going to start this religion, we're going to have this character who's going to be Jesus Christ, a man. We're going to have this character who's going to be God, a man. We're going to have this character who's going to be disciples, it's all men. We're going to have this character abazaba ngamagqirha, ngamadoda. These are the people in religious perspective are going to be overlookers of spirituality and religion. Where are the women who assumes this senior position that other women can be able to be motivated and say, wow, look at this Jesus who's a woman. Look at this Muhammad who's a woman. That I can be motivated as a woman, that I can be the overlooker and be the defining method of the decision maker as well in the religious perspective. Same applies to government. Go to government and look who are these people who are the inspiration. How a woman is going to be inspired by a male figure. Where is the woman figure that the woman is going to be inspired by? Who does a woman should look up to and say, wow, I'm inspired because here's the president who's a woman. Here's the person who's assuming the senior position who's a woman. So I think it's very important that while we close this chapter in this channel, to start to say we must look into the future chapter that we should be discussing, that talks about women being in the same room as men. Kuthethwa about the future of these three categories. How do we look at the family concept with what we are living in the current state? How we also look into the religion as we are living in the current state. Because ngoku kubakho oomama kuthiwa ngabafundisi, but the Bible has never had come up with that concept ongumama ungumfundisi. Awuyazi nokuthi umama ngoku engcwabeni uyayibamba ibhokisi. Umama xa kufika kwiinto ezi-religious related ugalela umhlaba, umaphi kwindawo etheni because the religion has never put umama kwi-forefront of i-religion yabo. I-religion has always been patriarchy. Sithi zamadoda sodwa, akho ndawo umama angena kuyo apha. But now amama mabazasume ezi powers. But I've never heard ukuthi kuke kwahlalwa phantsi kwakwadicayidwa ukuthi, okay guys, izinto ziyatshintsha ngoku. How do we amend things the way they used to work? Government is the same thing. But how do we amend the governance so that women can feel ukuthi they equally represented they equally take decisions in that governance as well. I think that those are my closing remarks. Ukuthi this is the future we should look at. We need the conversation of men and women to decide. I think in the future now we're gonna have to invite women to be part of this conversation. To say, women, how do you see this thing? Because you are never invited when this thing was started. Now that we see your capabilities, your efforts, your wisdom, is it not about time that we put you in the same room to decide if isename izawutshintshwa ibizwe umama, but a woman was invited, was part of it, izawuba na impact enjani in the future loo nto if izawwenza isinini ibe nomama phakathi, sikwazi ukuyidiscuss uba hayi no, if ever we're going to go this route, this is going to be the outcomes of this thing. If in the future we are talking about religion, uJesus Christ esimfunayo ngoku izawuba ngumntu ongumama, izawuba ne-impact enjani kwi-future nakumntu ongutata, ayizukwathoba amandla omntu ongutata le nto. So those are the conversations efuneka sibe nazo going in the future, that we must decide about where we want to go in the future going forward. I think that is my closing remarks. I think I'm handing over to you. How did you feel about this topic? Don't you think now we must have the continuous topics eziza ku-involve abantu bangomama to be part of this conversation? So
Yeah, it's a very interesting and complicated one, the one with the religious. And I think for that one, we are gonna definitely need no mom no Bingaleyo for intel yakhe, his perspective yakhe on on such a topic, and insights on how we think about religion, and how has the man-made religion system has been toxic towards those three things we have mentioned today. Um, Otherwise, guys, thank you for lovely audience for being part of this channel. Till next time, thank you.